Hope you guys are doing well. So, in today's video, we are going to solve some questions related to English literature UGC NET, right? So, this is the first question in front of you. Who among the following in the article Fleshly School of Poetry attacked the pre-Raphaelites, especially D.G. Rossetti? तो इनमें से किसने ये आर्टिकल लिखा है फ्लैशली स्कूल ऑफ पोइट्री? Is it Robert Browning, William Holman Hunt, Robert Buchanan, or Christina Rossetti? So, the Fleshly School of Poetry is an article written by Robert Buchanan. रॉबर्ट बचनन ने स्पेशली डीजी रोजेटी के ऊपर अटैक किया था. डीजी रोजेटी along with William Holman Hunt and few others, he created a group called as the Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhoods, जो कि विक्टोरियन एरा के अंदर लिख रहे थे. All of these writers were important, but Bachnan attacked them ये कह के कि they are running after bodily pleasures more than the sensual pleasures or the beauty that the poetry can provide. So especially Rossetti के ऊपर उन्होंने अटैक किया था. So C becomes the right answer as I told you. The Fleshly School of Poetry is a fierce attack on the pre-Raphaelite school. They both, all these writers came together और इन्होंने एक magazine भी start की थी अपनी called as the Germ Magazine. This work was written in 1871. The essay was published in the Contemporary Review under the pseudonym Thomas Maitland. Principally, Maitland focused on the art of Dante Gabriel Rossetti. The Pre-Raphaelite was an artistic movement that was founded in 1848 by the poet painter Rossetti, along with John Everett Millais as well as William Holman Hunt. Buchanan is going to attack these writers excessively for using sensual pleasures, that the body is greater than soul, right? So they said that body क्या है ज़्यादा great है soul से. Okay, next question. Identify the correct ones among the following. Arun Kolatkar uses colloquial speech in his poems. Kolatkar envisions abstract qualities to paint a picture of a life of his own kind. The poem Boat Ride by Kolatkar talks about the ride to the Gangas. The D point is here. Private Poems in the Public Garden is composed by Dilip Chitre. In Ethiopia is a poem on Africa by Arun Kolatkar. So the right answer would be C. C is the right answer. इसका मतलब A, B and D सही हैं. A, B and D. So let us read about it. Arun Kolatkar is a Marathi writer. Okay, so Marathi and English दोनों में लिख रहे थे. Bombay based writer है, मुंबई में लिख रहे थे. ठीक है. He is writing and he is using a lot of colloquial speech. Colloquial speech क्या होता है? Language and expressions जो कि informally हम use करते हैं. Phrases and slangs जो हम informally use करते हैं to give a sense of community and society. Arun Kolatkar was an Indian poet who wrote both in Marathi as well as in English. He was an artist as well. उन्होंने एक वर्क लिखा था सर्प सत्रह, जिसके कवर पेज पर उन्होंने ऐसे एस बनाया था जो कि बेसिकली स्नेक्स से बना हुआ था, मतलब स्नेक्स डिनोट कर रहा था. So सर्प सत्रह, जयजुरी, काला घोड़ा are some of the works Arun Kolatkar is famous for, right? Kolatkar also envisions abstract qualities to paint the picture of his life. His poems found ह्यूमर इन द डे टू डे लाइफ्स. बिल्कुल डे टू डे मुंडेन लाइफ्स के बारे में वो बात कर रहे थे. प्राइवेट पोएम्स इन पब्लिक गार्डन इज कंपोज बाय दिलीप चित्रे, अनदर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पोएट क्रिटिक इन द पोस्ट इंडिपेंडेंस एरा. ओके, नाउ टेल मी, यहाँ ये वाली जो लाइन्स हैं, ये स्टैंजा कहाँ से लिया गया है? When nature prompted and no law denied, promiscuous use of concubine and bride. Then Israel's monarch after heaven's own heart, his vigorous warmth did variously impart to wives and slaves. From which poem the lines were taken? Is it Absalom and Achitophel? ठीक है, थोड़ा सा टाइपिंग एरर है यहाँ पे. Then is it Macflecknoe, a song for Saint Cecilia's day? And is it Alexander's feast? So the options are Absalom and Achitophel, Macflecknoe, a song for Saint Cecilia's day and Alexander's feast. ये सारे वर्क किसके लिखे गए हैं? ड्राइडन द नियो क्लासिकल राइटर सैमुअल जॉनसन ने इन्हें क्या कहा था, फादर ऑफ क्रिटिसिज्म एज वेल. उन्होंने ये वर्क्स लिखे हैं. राइट आंसर क्या है, ए, दैट इज एब्सोलम एंड एकिटोफेल. It is a very important restoration satire written by Dryden coming out in 1681, where you see a lot of slapstick humor as well as satiristic qualities. Dryden was brilliant when it comes to satire. He was a neoclassical writer, neoclassical tradition को follow करने वाले writer. His satire made him very famous. Also, the central theme was temptation, sin, fall, as well as punishment. So, A is the right answer. Which of the following poems is written by Oliver Goldsmith? A Deserted Village, A Deserted Villa, The Deserted Village, A Deserted City. So, the right answer would be C. काफ़ी close options थे. I hope you guys, marked it correctly. The Deserted Village is a poem written by Oliver Goldsmith, and it was published when in 1770. It is a work that itself is a social commentary, and it condemns rural depopulation and the pursuit of excessive wealth. The poem is written in heroic couplet, and it also describes the decline of the village and the immigration of many who resides to America. Right? So they're leaving their own country and going and settling in America. The Deserted Village is a pastoral elegy. पैस्टोरल सेटिंग्स के अंदर लिखी गई है, यूलोजाइज कर रहा है एक लॉन्ग लॉस्ट पास्ट को. गोल्डस्मिथ ने ये लिखी है. एंड द सेंट्रल इमेज ऑफ दिस 430 लाइन पोएम इज अ टिट्यूलर विलेज ऑबर्न. राइट, दैट इज द सेटिंग. देयर इज अ डिक्लाइनिंग बॉयहुड होम ऑफ द नरेटर एज वेल. सो एक नरेटर की स्टोरी है जो विलेज ऑबर्न में रहते हैं. Who among the following, after watching the performance of William Shakespeare's play A Midsummer Night's Dream, observed that it is the most insipid, ridiculous work that I have ever seen in my life? Is it John Evelyn, Dryden, Samuel Pepys, or Robert Greene? So Robert Greene से confuse मत होना, because he said about Shakespeare that Shakespeare is a upstart crow. Shakespeare क्या है? एक upstart crow है जो हमारे मतलब यूनिवर्सिटी विट्स उस टाइम पे जब लिख रहे थे उनके फेदर्स पे चढ़कर उड़ गया है, ऐसा उन्होंने कहा था. ही इज़ एन अपस्टार्ट क्रो फ्लाइंग बिकॉज ऑफ आवर ओन विंग्स. सो रॉबर्ट ग्रीन तो यहाँ पे आंसर नहीं है. हु इज़ द राइट आंसर? बी, दैट इज सैमुअल पेपे. तो सैमुअल पेपे एज वेल एज एवलिन दोनों ही डायरी लिख रहे थे. सैमुअल पेपे की राइटिंग के अंदर उन्होंने लिखा है दैट ही वेंट वन डे टू वॉच मिडसमर नाइट्स ड्रीम, and it was a very ridiculous, stupid, insipid work, and he saw that there was some good dancing or some beautiful women there, but it was all for his pleasure and nothing for his mind. Who wrote the popular instructional manual for fishermen titled The Complete Angler or The Contemplative Man's Recreation? So, the right answer is आइजैक वॉल्टन, जेरेमी टेलर, रिचर्ड बैक्स्टर और थॉमस हॉब्स. किसने लिखा है? इट इज़ आइजैक वॉल्टन. इट इज़ आइजैक वॉल्टन जिन्होंने ये इंस्ट्रक्शनल मैनुअल लिखा है फॉर फिशिंग. राइट, एंड ये कब लिखा गया था? इट फर्स्ट अपीयर्ड इन 1653, देन इन 1655 एंड देन इन 1676. एडिशनल मटेरियल किसने दिया था? ये चार्ल्स कॉटन ने दिया था यहाँ पे. एंड दिस लिटरेरी एंड नेचर क्लासिक was created to show the passions of the rustic life. Which of the following novels is written by Patrick White? Cry, The Beloved Country, The Vivisector, The Handmaid's Tale, The Stone Angel. So B is the right answer, The Vivisector. The Vivisector is a work written by Patrick White. It was published when in 1970. The novel enlightens the everyday or the lifelong creative journey of the fictional artist Duffield. Then Cry, The Beloved Country, 1948, is a novel written by Alan Paton. The Handmaid's Tale is a futuristic dystopian novel written by the Canadian author Margaret Atwood. Dystopian मतलब यूटोपिया मतलब आइडल सिचुएशन, डिस्टोपियन मतलब सब गलत. एंड स्टोन एंजल 1964 का वर्क है, एंड इट इज़ अ नॉवल अगेन बाय अ कैनेडियन राइटर मार्गरेट लॉरेंस. सो बी सही है. Who among the following distinguish the constratives from the performatives? Austin Butler, Judith Butler, Stanley Fish, or Pat, or Mary Louise Pat? So A is the right answer. John Austin distinguished between these two things, right? So he talked about constitutive as well as performatives. According to Austin, performative basically is a term that indicates that the issuing or whatever you are doing उसकी एक utterance है, right? It is the performing of the action. It is not normally the thought of or just saying something, right? परफॉर्म करना मतलब आपने सिर्फ उसे सोचा नहीं, आप उसे करके भी दिखा रहे हो, एंड यू कैन गिव प्रूफ्स फॉर दैट. In his How to Do Things with Words, Austin pointed out that it has come to be commonly held that many utterances that look like statements are either not intended at all or only intended in part to record or impact straightforward information about facts. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ़ ए ने बी को बोला मैं तुम्हें कभी नहीं जाने दूंगा और मैं तुमसे बहुत ज़्यादा प्यार करता हूँ, ये एक तरीके का कंस्ट्रेटिव है, बिकॉज कुछ एक्शन तो किया नहीं. एक्शन स्पीक्स लाउडर देन वर्ड्स. तो ए को बी के लिए डेफिनेटली रोज़ लाना ही पड़ेगा, ये दिखाने के लिए कि हाँ भाई मैं तुमसे बहुत प्यार करता हूँ, है ना. तो एक्शंस करने ज़्यादा ज़रूरी हैं. Who among the following coined the phrase soft capitalism? Soft capitalism किसने coin किया है? Is it Althusser? Is it Solzhenitsyn? Is it Thrift? Or Terry Eggleton? So the right answer is C. The phrase soft capitalism was coined by Nigel Thrift in his book The Rise of the Soft Capitalism 1998. It is the form of capitalism that was animated by the intense and widespread circulation of the theories of capitalism. Identify the work which has not been authored by the famous cultural critic Raymond Williams. The Country and the City, Culture and Society, Modern Tragedy, The Making of the English Working Class. So we all know D is the right answer, because The Making of the English Working Class was written by E.P. Thompson. बाकी सारे वर्क किसने लिखे हैं? रेमंड विलियम्स ने लिखे हैं. So with this, I can wind up today's class. This was the last question. I hope you guys liked it. I will come up with more such questions, and keep studying and enjoy. Bye bye.